Sought him out specifically for Qigong. A friend of mine had been doing Qigong when he opened Formless Form in Hopkins, and I was working with this guy for a while, and I noticed changes in his overall mental attitude and his connection, and like his connection to himself, and yeah, he just seemed more grounded. And I asked him about it, and he told me to go see Peng. Well, when I walked in to see Peng, he had this beautiful office, and I see this guy punching beans in a 5-gallon bucket, and I'm like, what? What's this got to do with Qigong? So I see him doing this. I'm like, what are you doing? And he says he pounds these beans into fine powder, and then he gets a new bucket of beans. And so I was interested right away. I thought he was going to be some old Chinese master, and he was like a young one, and I just thought it was super Shaolin monk thing. And so I started asking him questions, and he read my energy right away, and he's like, you don't need Qigong right now, can I do some acupuncture on you? He said I was wearing some energies, and I'm in a customer service industry. I perform tattoos for a living, and so I was like wearing these energies. And so he started with a couple things, like checked my peripheral vision, and I had it like here or something, and then we did some acupuncture, and I had a huge experience. I mean, he could read the energies of people on me to a specific, and I've never met this guy. For instance, he said, you're wearing a blonde woman, and I wasn't dating a blonde woman at the time. I was looking back to my calendar that week or the last week, and I don't remember a blonde, and he started telling me specifics about her. And I was just weirded out, so I didn't really go thinking about it that much, but I was kind of intrigued by it. And so when I was laying there going through the acupuncture after he had left the room, prior to falling asleep, it occurred to me that what he was saying was about a woman that had pink hair, but she obviously had dyed her hair. But he saw her in her natural state, which was the blonde. So it was a trip. And then afterwards, during the process, I fell asleep and was fully lucid dreaming, like instant REM. And it was deep and fast. Then when I came out, he tested my peripheral vision, and it was back here. So, and I just felt clearer, and then from that point on, I saw him for acupuncture, and due to my work, I couldn't make it to his classes, so he advised that I do a more private session. And so we started the Qigong journey, and I learned a new set each week. That's how I met Peng. And I had acupuncture, by other people. And so when I met Peng, I knew he was the real deal. I mean, the dude's pounding beans and doing some Shaolin monk shit. So, and then what he did to me was the changing thing. Peng's just kind of linked all these different things for me in a way that we can vibe. I'm a Christian man, so I'm not like your typical Christian, what you would think. I'm like an East meets West guy, and Eastern meets Western. And Peng's kind of been a good balance between both. Like he and I can talk on the same level with respect, and we're talking about the same thing, and it's cool. In the 10 years, the things that he's been with me during my journey on, I beat alcoholism to the point where I'm relieved of it 100%. So sobriety has been a huge part of my life as a gift. It wasn't something I really had to work on. It was something that was gifted to me. I had to be patient for it. I asked, and then I received it, and he's just been with me along the way and never made me feel like I wasn't deserving of what my request was. Like I said, he's helped me with my link because there's so much of the Eastern philosophies and the Western philosophies that I find similarities in, that he's been kind of, the PB&J to both the pieces of bread, you know what I mean? And so that's been fun. More grounded, more, that's such a cheesy word. It's like deeper than that though. It's like more in tune with myself, more accepting, more patient, way less fear, more personal power. But again, that's like a gift. It wasn't something I had to battle for. Yeah, so he's just been one of my guides along the way, and it's been cool. It's not a consideration. I mean, you're not going to find somebody that gets you more because he has a gift, and he shares his gift with people. And he's not a master because he wanted to be. He's a master because he searched out truth and was given a gift, and he shares it. And so you could go work with fakes, or you could work with the real deal. And so I think Peng's the real deal.
I'd say that's a wrap.
Awesome.